Hello everyone, welcome to Lucy's Vision. I am Lucy. So today's video, I'm going to continue on with the character types, reading, decoding. So today's we're going to do Dexter. Yes. Dexter, if you guys are familiar with that show, I used to watch that show when I was younger a lot. What stood out to me, what I remember about the show was the character Deedee. She was very, very annoying. But the main character is Dexter, but he had a sister named Deedee, who stood out. She was very annoying. She used to always mess with Dexter every time he's in his lab. That's what I can recall right now. So let's see what the show is about, what's their characteristics, how the character type resonate with the collective. Let's just figure out what comes out, okay? So we're gonna use my tarot cards and then go from there. Right off the bat, I feel like the character Dexter, or like the show in general, it focuses a lot on details. And like these details is presented in our face, but people are not really connecting the dots. Like, I feel like it's more of like, let's just say it's like, I don't know why I have this example, but this is what I'm getting. It's like, let's just say that you want to hide the truth about something that is very important, that's something that you want to get out to the world, right? This is how I'm saying you want to get out to the world, but you don't want to say it because you may could get killed for it, or whatever it could be, right? So how you do it, you still tell the truth, but you hide it in plain sight. That's what I'm getting. It's like you hide it in plain sight. There's a lot of emphasis on that. It's like details. Truth is right in your face. It's right in your face. Hiding it in plain sight. That's very interesting. Let me allow the universe to, channel through me. But I'm just getting that with the show in general, it's just a lot of truth in it that's hidden, but not really. It's right in our face. It's hiding in plain sight. That's what I'm getting. It's hiding in plain sight. Drink water. Not water. I got juice this time. For some reason, when I just did that, it felt like I was like sipping on tea. That's the notion that I got in my mind. It's like there's a lot of information regarding this show that surrounds this show, that surrounds these characters. What I remember about the character Dexter, he was a very, very intelligent young boy. He's very young, very extremely intelligent. He built a lab in his own room. He had a secret laboratory in his room, and he used to always do different type of experiments. He invented a lot of things that I did remember, and I remember Deedee, which is his younger sister, or I don't know if she was his younger sister or older sister. I don't remember right now. But I know that was his sister, and she was very annoying to him. Like, she would always mess with him every time he's in his lab. She would always mess with his inventions, wherever he's doing his experiments. So she was always involved in it, and she was aware of his laboratory. I don't think his parents was aware of his secret laboratory in his room. His parents were just odd. They were different, and I think they were a little bit. They were just unaware of the truth. They were just in their own little world. Really. They could be, they came off ditzy. A little ditzy. But, like, they seem like normal parents to me. It's just, they were just a little off to me. Who other parents remind me of that? Timmy Turner parents, too. Oh, you know what, you guys? I forgot. Because I just remember another show I used to watch a lot that popped in my head just now. Jimmy Neutron. Oh my god, I love that show. But I'm just writing it down because I'm going to do a decoding for that as well. I just remember I used to watch that show a lot. And Jimmy Neutron and Dexter are very similar because they both are very, very intelligent, very smart. And I believe Jimmy Neutron had a laboratory too. in his room, if I'm not mistaken. So it's something regarding intelligence. Like, you're very, very intelligent, Collective. Like, with this character type, or in general, like with this show, there's a lot of emphasis on intelligence, self-awareness, and paying attention to details, and hiding things, hiding truth, or hiding information right in your face. So you may be someone who don't show your hand, you don't share much about yourself, but at the same time you do, but you don't say it. It's shown, it's presented. That's what I'm getting. And put it how it fits for you guys, Collective, because I'm getting like a group of people who's like Dexter and like Jimmy Neutron, which I can't wait to do decoding for that, who's very intelligent. You guys are my inventors. You guys are the one who makes things, the one who is all about knowledge and seeking knowledge, and is curious about learning new things, curious about learning information that's hidden. But it's not just your typical information that you're curious about. You're curious about foreign things, like things that's like old, things like how things came to be, about life things, like hidden mysteries. That's what I'm getting. You care about that. You are my deep divers. You are my people who just like to seek knowledge, and who's very intelligent too. I'm also getting, you guys are my decoders. You decode things about life. You may come off as a conspiracy. I don't like saying that word because it's like, it sounds false when people label people like that, conspiracy theories or theorists, whatever. And we all know that it's not a lie. It's not fake. It's not a theory. It's actually truth. It's saying the truth right in our faces, but it comes off as if it's nothing. But you guys are grouped in with that group. And then I see another group who's like Dexter's sister, very annoying. But like, there's something with that too, though. Like, I feel like she's intelligent too. Like, I feel like she's hiding in plain sight. Like, I feel like she's like the intelligent, more intelligent than Dexter. I know how that sounds. That's what I'm getting, because I feel like there's something unique about her. All we saw in the show was her being annoyed. Like, she's just Dexter was annoyed by her because she used to always disturb his experiments. She used to always cause trouble for him when he would do certain things, his invention. She would mess up his lab. She was just a menace. She was a menace. She was a menace, but I feel like she purposely done that to annoy Dexter. She did that to get a rise out of him. I feel like there's something more to Deedee. Because always Deedee and Dexter together. So I feel like there's something hidden regarding that character. So I feel like my collector who's watching this video, there's two sides, two groups that I'm seeing. You guys share the same characteristic as Dexter, and then I see another group that share the same characteristic of Deedee. So there's two sides. Dexter, he's in your face. Like, he tells you how it is. He's himself. Like, everybody knows that he's a scientist, intelligent young boy who has his own laboratory, who invents things and knows about things. But Deedee, she comes off as ditzy, annoying, a menace, right? But there's something more to her that I'm getting. So let's see what's going on. See, that was a long channeling message. Like, what? I did not expect that. Like, it's literally 9 minutes in. God, I didn't even read the tarot yet. You guys, I'm not going to go too deep into this, but whatever comes out, okay? Because I do have a lot to get to. You guys, give me 1 second. These cards are not facing. Yeah, it's a lot of things that's backwards. That's what I'm getting. Because it's things that's backwards, because like, everybody's focusing on Dexter, but I'm looking at Deedee, her, because I feel like it was significant how I said that in the beginning, how I was like trying to remember like what the show was about, and I said that Deedee stood out to me. That's the one who I remember the most. She always she left a very lasting impression to me because of her personality traits, She's very annoying. She reminded me of like a child. Like, well, they both were children, but like a child that's like curious about things and touchy things, and just want to like, you know, destroy things, but also like I feel like she was spoiled too. Deedee, she was very spoiled. But there's something, like, she's not dumb, though. Even if she may come off that way, she's not. I feel like she's really intelligent. Like, I feel like she's a genius. Just like Dexter. But, like, and I feel like the reason why Dexter don't like her or was so annoyed by her, not because, you know, she was a menace, but it was more to that. I feel like he knew that she was intelligent. And possibly more intelligent than him. Sorry, guys. Yeah, they both like, you guys are my builders, you are my craftsmen, my inventors. You create things. You guys create things from scratch. You guys, it's newness I get. You bring new ideas into the world. New, fresh ideas, new knowledges. You bring something new. You guys work hard. Like, it's something else that's keep coming out to me is like something about details. You guys focus a lot on details to understand things. It's like you connect things together. You bring things forward that's hidden. You also, like, I feel like, because I said I was getting a group of like decoders, people who decode things in life, people who decode like hidden knowledges, hidden mystery of things. You bring it forward. You display it, and you connect the dots. Some of you guys are very out in the open with it. Others of you guys are like Deedee. You don't show it, but you like, you don't show your hand. You camouflage yourself. And then some people are like Dexter, who you are. You don't hide it. Deedee, she does it, but I feel like Deedee does it on purpose. She like camouflage herself. She's not an idiot. She's not dumb whatsoever. She's not. I have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Ooh, yeah. Nine of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. What's that? And for some reason, I'm getting scientists and doctors. I'm getting both. I'm getting scientists and doctors. Something regarding that. Something regarding health, healing, and the science. I don't know what the significance with that. Again, there's a lot of emphasis on paying attention to details. And I remember I said that I feel like Deedee, she's spoiled. She gets what she wants. Like, she's very spoiled. And I feel like she gets what she wants because, like, she comes off as sweet to people, but as also, like, because I feel like she's very intelligent. I feel like she's successful in the science, and I don't know, there's something about her, like, I feel like she won awards and prizes that many people do not even realize, because she's just as smart as Dexter, and even more. And I always felt like with this show, it's like they was competing with each other. But the thing is, like, you never saw Deedee making anything. She just always be up in Dexter's face. Both. She always be observing him, watching him, what he's doing. I feel like Deedee, like, her character type is that she doesn't show her hand, right? Many people do not know the real her, and I feel like she plays her role well. Like, she comes off innocent to other people, but Dexter, like, when she's around Dexter, she's a menace to him. She plays with him. She viewed him as a like a toy. She really viewed Dexter as a toy to her. But she watched him and observed him. Like, something about Dexter to Deedee is like he fascinates her, and I feel like she has a scientific mindset, just like Dexter. But I feel like Dexter is all in the open. Like, everybody knows he's like the smartest one, like the scientist, the inventor. Everybody knows that. But Deedee, she's also a scientist too. She doesn't show her hand. It's like with her, she's the type of scientist that will observe like the experiment. She will be like the overseer, how things work. That's how she is. Like, she even may touch things. Like, remember I said she used to always touch Dexter stuff. She would touch things to figure out how things work. Like, oh, what's this? What's this? Like a child. Like, she's like, but she does that on purpose. Like, she wants people to view her as ditzy, dumb, a menace, a child, right? But there's some, like, the girl's the smartest one in the fucking room. That's what I'm getting. Deedee, she's sticking out to me, as well as Dexter. Because don't get me wrong, he's important too. It's like I'm getting like she's just watching Dexter and how he do things, because she's very curious and she likes to learn too. But how she learned and how she conducts her experiment, because I feel like she's a scientist too, is she watch and observe and she touches things, and then she views Dexter as an experiment, really, because she watches him, she plays with him. Like where I said, like she's like a child and menace, like touching things a lot. She plays with him because she wants to understand him. It's like she's getting into his mind to understand how he works. And meanwhile, Dexter is just so annoyed by her. Like, he just finds her to be annoying little. He just want her to go away. He found her to be a disturbance to what he's working on, and not really realizing that he is the experiment for her. But I feel like in a way he knows that I feel like he knows there's something more to his sister. And that's why I feel like he keeps her around. Like, he allowed her to go in his lab, even though he want her out his lab. I feel like he does that too. Like, he's aware there's something more to her. I feel like he watches her too, but in a different way. And she doesn't show her hand. Like, that's something about her. She doesn't. And I feel like she gets what she wants. She plays I feel like she's the one that pays close attention to what's hidden. And she could be, and she's also what's hidden. That's the weirdest thing. She pays closest attention. She paid close attention and just observing. I don't even think I need my cards, because like I'm just channeling like right off the bat with this. Like, it's crazy that these two characters are sticking out to me. And I feel like the parents are unaware of what's really going on. Like, there's something off about the parents. I always felt like there was something off about them. They're not the only cartoon parents that was off, but like, I just feel like they are not as important when it comes to what's hidden about the show and the characteristic. I feel like what's more important is these two characters, Deedee and Dexter. They're siblings, right? Totally opposite personalities. They have totally opposite personalities. Deedee, she's very feminine, very girly, but also she has a scientific mind. I said that. Dexter, he's masculine, very all about focus, order. Like, he's masculine energy. So I feel like it kind of represents like the left brain, right brain type of individual. That's how I feel, like how they learn. They both learn differently. They both have that scientific mindset. It's just that they do it differently. How they learn, how they conduct their experiment. Because Deedee, she's like the scientist that like watch and also involved in the experiment. Dexter, he just he conducts the experiments. Like, the one who creates like the maze for the lab rats. He's the one that, you know, calculate everything. He's the one that, you know, he watches too to see like how well the experiment is going. It's like he's doing everything, like he's creating it, right? But Deedee, she's the overseer. She's like the watcher. Like she watches how things play out, how things work. Like she comes in, like her mindset is like she break things down to all the way to the beginning, to the root, to understand how it all formed. That's how I see Deedee. Dexter, he creates everything. He creates the puzzle, like the picture. And Deedee, she breaks the pictures apart and then bring it together to understand each piece. She wants to understand each piece and how it works, how it all comes together, how it all connects. That's Deedee. Dexter, he creates it. He conducts the experiment. He creates it, or he has a theory or idea, and he then conduct a experiment to prove that idea or theory. That's what I'm sensing. He has a hypothesis of, this is what I believe. I'm going to create this to prove that. That's how I'm seeing. This is what I want to happen. So I'm going to create something to make that happen. That's Dexter. Deedee, she's just curious. She just want to know how things work. And she's seeing Dexter, who also have a scientific mind, how he's doing things, and she's curious about what he's creating. She's also curious about his mind. Like, I feel like I feel like she's a maniac though. Like, I feel like she's the type of person that will dissect things. Like, that's it. That's the word for her. She likes to dissect things. She's the type of person who will like to dissect the animals, the frogs, even people, whether they're dead or alive. That's how I'm seeing her. Like a psychopath is dissecting things, to breaking things apart, how it all works. Like, I feel like she really sees Dexter as a plaything. Like, she could dissect. Like, she's dissecting his mind the whole time. Because she wants to know how he works. How he came up with that idea, that theory, that hypothesis. What he's doing right now. What his objective. What is his outcome. What is his solution to, if I do this, if I break this apart, how you going to fix it? Like, it's like she's like a child messing with him. Because she wants to understand him. How he will respond to that. How he will react to it. And how he will conduct the experiment. This is very interesting. I didn't even pick this up before. No, I used to watch the show. Very interesting. Because she dissects. Dexter, he's just a scientist that calculates the numbers. You know, the formula. He does the formula. He has an idea, a theory, and then he conducts experiments to prove that theory. That's him. She comes in afterwards. And then how she comes in afterwards, she dissects things and break things apart to go back to the beginning. That's her. Like, it's like she break things in details apart to see everything come together. Dexter, no. He has an idea. He has a theory. This is what I want to happen. So let me make that. This is what I want. This is my theory. So let me create this experiment to prove that. That's me. That's like me. I'm more Deedee and Dexter. I guess I'm both. How I see things. Like, I'm not like Deedee, like a psychopath. Because I feel like she's a psychopath. Like, I really feel like she's one of those sociopath, psychopath type of maniac. I really do. I feel like they both are, but like I feel like Deedee's more extreme. Like, she would go above and beyond. Like, she would go far just to prove something, or just to see something. If she's not going for the proof, she's going to like see, because she's curious. Like, she doesn't know what she wants. Like, she doesn't know like what she wants to happen. She just wants to see what's going to happen. That's just her. Dexter, he wants to know. He just wants to prove things of what his experiment is. and he does what he wants. But her, she just want to know, oh, if I do this, if I touch this way, what's going to happen? Oh, that's what happened? Oh, okay. So that's what that means. Like, this is her. Like, that's how I'm seeing. It's very interesting. But I really feel like she's low-key, high-key maniac. Maniac, sociopath. Very interesting. Very interesting character. This Deedee character. But I'm gonna leave it here, collective. That was very interesting. But these characters, okay, collective. With this character type, the show Dexter, two of the characters are standing out to me, which is the main character Dexter and his sister Deedee. They are the main characters of the show. Both of these people have a scientific mindset and also a doctor. Maybe I think Deedee's also the doctor type of mentality. She's like the doctor and the scientist. Dexter's the scientist. That's what I'm getting. Because remember I said she like to dissect things, like to cut things open, like a surgeon type of thing. That's what I'm getting from her. But yeah, anyways, with these character types, you guys are very intelligent, very detail oriented type of people. You like to focus on the details. You like to know how things work. You want to know the truth. You are my you like to seek knowledge. You are my decoders, my conspiracy theory people. I just don't like that name or term. Yeah. You guys are the geniuses. It's like how you approach learning is two different ways. Like for my collective, there's two type of groups I'm sensing. It's like you learn differently. It's like right brain, left brain type of thing. So you guys are a visual learner. Other you guys are action. I don't know if that's a real thing. Action, like you learn as you experience. That's Deedee. She learned by experience. Dexter's like a visual learner. He has a theory and an idea. He has something in his head, a picture in his head, that he creates it. Deedee, no, she learned by action, experiments, and also by watching, observation. She's a visual learner too. It's just like it's like she watches. Like she's in it and she watches at the same time. I don't know how to explain that, but very interesting. Wow. Yo, it's like very interesting. There's two different ways of how you guys look at things, how you guys learn, how you approach things, and how you see the world. Some of you guys are very extreme with it, and other you guys are very level-headed and very very structured and ordered. So I'm going to leave it here, you guys. Please comment down below your thoughts on today's video regarding these character types. Please let me know if it resonates with you. If there is some type of character type that you resonate, whether it's Dexter or Deedee, let me know. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel to join the family. See you guys next time. Peace out. Bye. Hi, you guys. So before I actually end this video, there's a few things that I channeled right after I ended this video and watched the replay. Okay, so there's a few things that stood out to me that I mentioned before. Was the two characters, Dexter and Deedee. Both of these people are supposed to be siblings. Now I'm like channeling a message that they're not actually siblings, because if you actually watch the show, sorry about the background noise, you guys. I'm outside. Anyways, if you actually watch the show, Dexter, he has an accent. He has like some type of British accent or something like that. And Deedee, she talks, like American, like how Americans speak. That's how she speaks. And Dexter, he has the accent. So I always found that confusing. Like, why does he has an accent? And they're both siblings. Both their parents speak how Deedee speak. Deedee speak English, like the American English, and then Dexter, he speaks British English. So that was what stood out to me too. So I'm like, yeah, I picked that out, but I didn't understand it until I got a channel message that they're not actually siblings. And then when I said that the parents were off to me, I feel like they were very off. They just felt they was always different. And I said that a lot of cartoon shows that I watched as a child, many of their parents were always off. They were always different. And I found out why. When it comes to this show, at least, Dexter and Deedee's parents, quotation mark on their beside parents, is actually, they are proxies. They are clones or something like that. They're not. They've been programmed to believe that they are their actual parents. Dexter and Deedee's parents are programmed to believe that Deedee and Dexter are their children, and it's not true. Okay, and then with Dexter, what I found out is that Dexter is actually the experiment. He's being experimented on by Deedee. Deedee is the scientist. Remember I said there's something about Deedee. She sticks out to me the most. It was always her. And because she was always destroying his experiments, always messing with him, but that was done purposely. She was doing that purposely. That was part of her experiment. Like, she is experimenting on Dexter. Dexter is the lab rat. Deedee's the conductor. She's the scientist that's conducting this whole experiment. And if you guys are familiar with my terminology when it comes to like the doctors and the lab rats, I mentioned this before throughout my channel and as well as my Instagram. I said that there's a lot of background noise, annoying. I said that this is how our reality is run. Human beings are the lab rats, as well as the animals. They are lab rats as well. And then there's like a conductor, a group of overseers that's watching us. That's who Deedee is. She's the conductor. Deedee is actually an alien. I know how that sounds. She's an alien pretending to be a human being. She's not real. She's real, but she's not a real human. She's pretending to be human. She's actually an alien. Dexter, he's the experiment, like one of her experiments, one of her lab rats that she probably created. But I know that their parents, who I said were off, they are proxies. They are clones. They're not real people. They program, like, I don't know what they are. Like, they could be like robots or something, but they're not real parents. Okay, Dexter is not Deedee's brother. Dexter is the only one who doesn't realize this. I feel like Dexter knows that there's something going on. In a way, he knows that his sister, something's off about his sister, but he doesn't realize that he's the experiment the whole time. Deedee is experimenting on him. That's the crazy part. So that's what I found out. So the two groups I kept saying that the collective you guys resonate with. So whoever resonate with Dexter, you guys are the lab rats. You guys have the mentality of the lab rats. Trying to figure things out. If you, the other group of the collective who resonate with Deedee character type, you guys are like the overseers. You guys are the doctors, the scientists. You are manipulative. I feel like this character type, Deedee's character type, you guys are manipulative. You guys are psychopath in a way. You guys have that tendency. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I might do a part 2 to this, but who knows. But this is very interesting, the channel message that I got. Another thing I want to point out before I go is Deedee. Okay, pay attention to Deedee's character, her physical appearance. She has blonde hair, pigtails, pink outfit. You know who else she reminds me of instantly? Is Helga from Hey Arnold, which I did Hey Arnold yesterday, and I uploaded on my YouTube yesterday. And I said Helga was like the bully to Hey Arnold. Now I might do a part 2 for Hey Arnold because I feel like there's something more to Helga as well. These two characters, Deedee and Helga, looks very similar. And I feel like that's purposely done. Not just in like the color of their outfits, it's just their appearance looks similar a little bit. Helga got a unibrow, so it's different. But that's very interesting. These two characters, I feel like whoever whoever have written the cartoon shows that we watched back then, I feel like there's a lot of significance how all of it connects together in a way. They all connect somehow when it comes to like the different characteristics and the character type. Because in Very Odd Parents, Timmy Turner, he was wearing pink outfits too, pink shirt, pink hat. That's significant. Who else was wearing pink? These are the only three I can think of, but it was like, it's Deedee, it's Helga, and it's Timmy Turner. What do all these three have in common? And then you know who else Helga remind me of? Bubbles. Remember I said Bubbles for Powerpuff Girls? I did decoding for her as well. Very interesting. All these are connecting. It's weird. And you guys, I didn't even use none of my tarot cards. Like I used a little bit, but not really. Like when I was doing the decoding for this video, and it's very interesting how all of it plays together. Like my channeling, I just started channeling as soon as I started. So I'm like, there's something about this show. Remember I said in the beginning, I said there's a lot of detail, pay attention to details, and you see that I'm paying close attention to their outfits, like Deedee's outfit and Helga from Hey Arnold, her characteristic, and then Timmy Turner. There's a lot of details about this show that's right in our face, but we're not paying attention. So I'm definitely getting that. So I'm gonna leave it there. I might do a part 2 to this, who knows, or I might come back to this decoding, but because I want to move on, because I have a lot to get to with the decoding. But this is very interesting. I never realized this, how I didn't realize this was the extent of the show. Like Deedee is an alien, Dexter is the lab rat, their parents, quotation mark under that, is actually clones or robots or something like that. They're proxy, they're not real. They're programmed to believe that they are parents, but they're not. So it's just a lot of things with this. But I'm gonna leave it there, you guys. Lucy out. Bye.